me read you a story about the Howe Community Library. The story begins with Mrs. Taylor reading to the children in the pit area. Students love sitting in the whistle chairs. Children also get to watch films during story time about Corduroy the bear. And hear stories about Bluebonnet the armadillo from Mrs. Bradley. After hearing a story, the children look for library books to check out. Mrs. Wallace, one of our special library helpers, checks out the books to students on the library's computerized system. Some students are real choosy about their books to take home to read. Mrs. King helps out by looking for special titles for children. The manual card catalog is being used by these girls to help locate books by their favorite author. Ian and Michael demonstrate to the class how to use the new computerized card catalog. It's quick, easy, and fun. The children enjoy the new technique of looking at books. Look at the armadillo. That is Mary Cassaud, the author who writes about Bluebonnet the armadillo. The Friends of the Library sponsored the author this year. What a great program for the kiddos.
Oh yes, they do have a lot of books here. You know what? I saw one of the books about you, and it looked like it had really been read. It was so worn out, we had to get another one for the library, didn't we? That's right. I guess it must really be a place that is used and enjoyed by the people who live here. Think so? Oh, I like all the nice bluebonnets around here too. That was all for you in your honor. Well, we've enjoyed being here, and the children certainly did seem to enjoy learning about Bluebonnet and about her stories, and that made us feel good. Thanks for letting us come. And Bluebonnet always ends her talks by saying to please keep reading and keep writing.
Here is a special library available for the middle school students to enjoy. Many new books were purchased for their reading pleasure. magazines are available for the students to browse or use for research. The middle school library also has a manual card catalog. Mrs. Ledbetter is helping this student look up a book title. The middle school students were excited to receive the new computerized card catalog hooked up through a modem, a phone line, for access to books from the main library. The middle school library is presently checking out books by signing cards. By next year, this method should be computerized like the main library. How wonderful! This library also has the capability of using an encyclopedia on the computer. Here is Mrs. King helping one of her English students look up a subject for quick reference information. The middle school students give the library a thumbs up for progress. For the 4th through 7th grade, a Texas historical storyteller, Wally O. Cheriton, came to speak on Texas history facts. The students enjoyed hearing Texas history from a different viewpoint. Mr. Cheriton even drives a Cadillac painted like the Texas flag. He says he gets lots of funny looks from folks on the road.
Here in Howe, Texas, I really enjoyed my visit, talking to some of the school kids. And for those of you on the City Council, I'd like to remind you of one thing, and that's the importance of a library. You know, the library goes far beyond the classroom and even what the teachers say. It's a place where the kids can learn. I've written 12 books about Texas, and I couldn't have done a single one of them without libraries. So anything you can do for the library, please do it. Do it for the kids and do it for Texas. Thank you.
The library is equipped with many new computer programs for everyone to use. Here is a demonstration about NewsBank, an index to over 250 newspapers. The index refers to microfiche cards where the newspaper articles are stored. Can you imagine where the library would store all those newspaper articles if not on microfiche? Students may take the microfiche to a reader to view the article and print if needed for research. There are many programs available at our library. The Wilson Disc indexes to over 200 magazine articles for a quick and efficient method of looking up more information in magazines. The library subscribes to over 70 magazines for patrons to find articles on particular subjects. All of these computer indexes are stored on CDs. The CDs are able to store millions of records for a ready reference source of information. Let's watch the high school students and teachers use the library and its wonderful technology services. Sometimes the library is a bit crowded, so students move to the boardroom to spread out their reference materials. There's been some wonderful high school library helpers who help shelve the many library books. Help check books out to patrons. And do computer work for Mrs. Bradley. A special treat for the elementary students is to have a high schooler take time out to help them look up library books. Our library is very special for our community. Public patrons may come in anytime during the day to check out books, videotapes, browse, and use the library facility. Even some school administrators take interest in the new progresses made this year. The Boy Scouts volunteered to plant flowers to make the library entrance look more attractive and welcoming.